Hello Internet and welcome to Stochastic Plastic. Thank you for joining us. Today we are taking a look at the LEGO Back to the Future set, which doesn't appear to have a name other than Back to the Future. It's not called the DeLorean or anything along those lines, just Back to the Future. And you can see it's got 401 pieces, comes with the Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Brown minifigs, and it's part of the Lego Cuso project, which has since become, I think, Lego Ideas. Now, I'm not going to build this on camera because that's not what the show is about. But if you would like to see that sort of thing, let me know, and I would be happy to do like a build montage. But through the magic of building it ahead of time, here is the set. So you can see I've started with the version of the DeLorean that is from the first film. You can tell because it's got the out of time license plate, and it's got the reactor thingy in there instead of the Mr. Fusion, which they get in the second movie. And in the DeLorean, I've got our friend Dr. Brown. You can check him out in there. And overall, it's a pretty sweet model. A lot of fun to build. It took me about an hour in total, but I was taking my time and sort of getting back into building, because this is the first Lego set I've built in probably 15 years, and it's a good one. And here we've got our little Marty McFly, and he comes with a cool skateboard because he likes to skateboard and have a good time. And just like in the films, the gull wing doors open up pretty nicely, and you can get Doc Brown out of there. One small criticism of the set is you can't get Doc Brown and Marty in the DeLorean at the same time. There's only, theoretically they could both sit in there, but their arms will prevent them from really being actually pegged in, which isn't a huge deal because Marty's got a skateboard so he can do his thing there. But if you want Marty in the DeLorean, Doc is kind of left out in the cold to get shot up by the dudes in the bus. You can tell they put a lot of detail into the set. They've got the clock in there with the time, the departure and arrival or whatever it is, and some other generic gauges. They've got the flux capacitor back in there, very cool. Printed piece. All the custom pieces are printed rather than stickers. Lots of detail. The wheel rotating thing is built into the base model, so even the first generation DeLorean time machine can do it, even though it's not part of the film doing it. And that being said, the model comes with the extra pieces to build the DeLorean from the second and third films. You just take off like the hood and some of the stuff back here and put in the extra pieces that they give you, which is pretty cool. You can choose your favorite DeLorean, and it comes with the 2015 barcode license plate, to swap out on that. Probably my only complaints about this set, which are pretty minor, is that these parts are not attached to the roof there. So it's kind of just like you gotta set them there and hope they stay. But they don't always. They break apart. So that seems like they probably could have come up with a solution for that and just didn't. And the other problem is the gull-wing doors are only connected by one peg right there, and they pop off super easy, which is a little bit annoying at times, but it doesn't happen too terribly often. Another thing is this gap here, this weird angled gap. I feel like they probably could have come up with a solution for that also, but they didn't. But those gripes are all pretty minor. I imagine it is pretty challenging to build the design of the DeLorean out of standard Lego bricks without making anything custom specifically for the set. But that being said, it's a really nice set. It's very highly detailed, and we're going to put Marty in there this time and get him going in there. Oh, and both of the figures, the minifigs, come with alternate faces, which is great because that's always a fun little bonus. See, now Marty is freaking out because he's going back in time and maybe ruining his own existence. The minifigures are also a little hard to actually fit in here without excessive fiddling with it. And we can kind of cram his skateboard in there too. But it does roll very nicely. If you need to roll it, I guess. And here, oh, and let's take a look at Doc's second face. Just pop his hair off. Oh, Marty! Great Scott! Yep, there he is, freaking out. Marty! Oh, the set also comes with this. This is the instruction booklet, which is very, very thick. But that's because, we'll move that for a moment. That's because the instruction booklet is also sort of a look back at the films. And it's a nice little behind-the-scenes sort of book in addition to the instructions, with some highlights and things. And of course then we have the instructions, which go on and on and on and on and on and on. And then some ads in the back and your parts inventory. And that's about it. So here we have the DeLorean in the second film mode, which is a pretty easy change from the first film mode. You just take off the little you take off the little reactor button, the yellow button in the back, and you pop in the Mr. Fusion there, and you switch out the license plates for the fancy one. There you go. And it also comes with these little clear standoffs, so that it actually looks like it's floating, hovering, flying. So that's pretty simple and straightforward. And so here we have the DeLorean from the third film, which is still just variation on the core vehicle. This whole block of pieces on the orange is pretty simple. You just pop off that plate, and once you've assembled this piece, it goes on super easy. You switch out all the wheels for the gray wheels for the red wheels. And that's about it. You take off the clear standoff plates because this DeLorean doesn't fly anymore. And I think that's it. All three versions look really nice. If you're a fan of Back to the Future, which you probably should be because it's a great trilogy of films, I definitely can recommend this. If you're a fan of Lego, I can recommend it. And if you're a fan of both Lego and Back to the Future, I think this is probably something you should definitely get. It's available on Amazon, definitely, and it's not super expensive. I'm not exactly sure how much it is, because this was a gift. So this has been Stochastic Plastic. Please feel free to subscribe, comment, share, do all those awesome YouTube-y things. And thanks for watching, and have a good day. Blah, ba, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum.